there are not only hierarchical visions of society, on the one hand, and, on the other hand, de-hierarchical visions of society, better known, these last ones, as egalitarian visions of society. Firstly, egalitarian and horizontal views of society are not the only view contrary to the hierarchical view of society, or, at least, in the sense of what the word hierarchical has meant to this day. There are, in fact, characteristics of the egalitarian and horizontal visions of society that, in practice, bring them closer to the hierarchies, let's call them traditional, more than would be thinkable, and this due to their idiosyncratic contradictions, which are so characteristic of these visions. Secondly, there is not just one type of hierarchy. There are two major types of hierarchies, and these do not approach, but forcefully and mutually repel each other. There are the negative hierarchies, those to which many, I would say the majority, refer negatively. And then, there are the positive hierarchies, i.e., those to which no one refers, and meritocracy, as I understand it, has them as its basic identity structure. And what distinguishes them? What distinguish the negative hierarchies from the positive hierarchies is precisely the immobility of the negative ones and the dynamism of the positive hierarchies. And, ironically, it is the verticality and not the horizontality of the positive hierarchies that creates this dynamism, and it is what distinguishes them from the negative hierarchies and their horizontal immobility, bringing ironically these last ones closer to the egalitarian and horizontal visions and their immobilizing conservatism. And it's that horizontal element of the negative hierarchies what prevents people at the bottom of the pyramid from meritoriously ascending to top positions, and, simultaneously, others, who occupy places at the top, in the same way, that is, by the same criterion of merit, or in this case, of demerit, be demoted to basic positions, and for that reason, that is, due to this horizontal factor, be called negative. Likewise, it is due to the verticality, that is, to the vertical movements of the positive hierarchies, from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top, what makes them positive. In other words, it means that, contrary to the negative hierarchies, whoever is at the base of the pyramid can meritoriously ascend to top positions, while those who are in top positions can be demoted to base positions. And all this dynamically, that is, who is in the place where they are inside this pyramid, regardless of where they are, whether at the base or at the top, depending solely and exclusively on each person and their effort or the absence of it and their ethics or the absence of it, they can continue in the place where they are or change places, being able to ascend, in some cases, or be demoted, in other cases. Your place in the pyramid can never be taken for granted, that is, the fact that today this or that person deserves to be in this place, on their own responsibility, whether at the base or at the top of the pyramid, does not mean that, tomorrow, by merit or demerit, deserve to be promoted to higher places or demoted to lower places. But, in no situation, each person's position in the hierarchy is irreversible, either in ascending or descending terms.